Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club in the building today. We got some special guests.
My son has cookies.
Cookies.
Definitely got cookies.
Dave Boogie Dash and Luke Pascal. Good morning, guys.
How you doing?
First of all, man, I salute y'all. You know, both of y'all are 23 young entrepreneurs. I see y'all popping up with all different type of businesses, cookies and
DJing,
restaurants and DJs and all kind of stuff. So my first question is, how did you guys get into business?
We started off at DD 172.
What's that, a club?
Nah, that was my dad's art gallery.
It's the art gallery
yeah.
here.
Art
gallery. Yeah,
You don't listen to no interviews, huh?
Chatty Patty. Nah. Nah, but we started off at DD 172. I was making music for a year. Then he came over. I was showing him how to make music. So we started off throwing parties afterwards. And the funny thing about that is my dad came in and was like, yo, all y'all doing is making music. You're not making no money. Throw a party. So we had 24 hours to throw a party. It was a success. Less, probably like 13.
Yeah.
It was late at night.
We didn't even sleep that night.
Early in the morning.
So he told y'all throw a party. Y'all got 25 hours to throw a party and make some money? Or?
Yes.
It was like 1 a.m.
That's like a reality show.
Yeah, it was like 1 a.m. He was like, throw a party tomorrow.
Why did it have to be tomorrow? Why not have some time to promote?
Actually,
That's what I
it was
said.
today because it was technically after 12 o'clock.
That's true, yeah.
It was that day. And we threw a party. It was a success. Like 500 kids showed up. It was so popping that the kids were like, why you not charging? And they were like, all right, fine, we'll start charging $10
yeah, I was just saying,
right
how'd
now.
you make money if you said throw a party, make money?
Because he said throw it for free first to get it cultivated.
Okay,
and
okay.
then afterwards, we started throwing more parties. And we would throw them at his restaurant, Sequoia, or my oil factory. And
Hold on, slow
You had a
down.
party at your
23
oil
years old, restaurants and oil
I was
factories.
20.
Well, we were 19.
19, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were throwing parties at oil factories, which is crazy because people would be doing whatever they were doing, burning fire. I was like, yo, you kids are retarded.
How'd you get an oil factory? I know your father's in the oil.
That's how we got the oil factory.
Okay, got you.
So we were throwing parties there, saved up a bunch of money. Then we started Chips.
And Luke, your father's in the restaurant business.
Yeah, he's in the restaurant business. He owns a company called Arc Restaurants.
Got you.
And they got about maybe like 40 concepts around the country. Yeah, so, you know, we used to have a bakery called Columbus Bakery. And it was right around the corner from where we went to school. Columbus.
Oh, they said
Columbus
crumbs.
Bakery.
Okay.
No, not crumbs. And we would go get cookies every day after school. And
Or for lunch.
Or for lunch even. And one day I just wanted some cookies at DD 172.
I saw an interview where you said that, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, how high was he? That he really wanted cookies that bad.
cookies
Because
right
you were
now.
very passionate. You was like, I really wanted this one cookie.
I'm a cookie head, you know,
Okay.
so I'll always eat cookies. Like if they're there, I'm eating them.
I
you
think
know?
we
gets
all
high on
love.
his own
Who doesn't
supply.
love cookies?
I definitely get
Remember
high
those
on my own
cookies at the
supply.
Fontainebleau?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
those are amazing
Those
cookies.
cookies don't even matter.
all about
Got
Chips
these
cookies.
these cookies. I mean, we have a great chef, Vico Ortega. He is amazing. I mean, he just knows how to make any pastry, any bread. He's incredible.
So all the capital to start your business came from throwing parties.
Yes.
And then you used that to pay people to bake the cookies and.
Well, what we did was we partnered up with a lot of different people. So, in my opinion, the way you start a business is you want to bring in the people with the talent.
With
you know?
the experts.
Yeah, exactly. So we have a great designer, Marcus Allen. We partnered with Vico, and we just built this brand together.
And that's how you paid wages and bakers just off the party money.
And then we just kept flipping it. Yeah. But before we even had a package, we were into Fairway Market, which is like the biggest market in the city probably. So we went in there with a tray of cookies, and they just liked the cookies so much that they were like, all right, pack it up.
Really? That
Yeah.
is sitting on the fairway for you?
Well,
They liked it then, right?
Depends
they
who
liked
you
the
got
cookies.
behind you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They were impressed. I mean, you know, we were 19 years old. It's kind of hard to say no to a 19-year-old, I guess.
Now,
know?
what you said is very important, but you said it depends who you got behind you. So your father's in the restaurant business. Your father, of course, is Damien Dash. How could some kids who don't have those kind of connections do what you guys are doing?
Well, I would say the hustle is probably more than ours. We got it easy because our fathers paved the way for us. But we met a bunch of kids who were hustling just like us and just keep pushing. Like, or because somebody says no one time doesn't mean that you failed and stop.
Yeah.
The business is You fail a lot to get successful. It's not like a straight successful pass. You don't hit one out the park immediately.
Exactly.
It takes a while. And we've been doing this for like 5 years.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Your restaurant's in Jersey.
Our own restaurant.
Meadowlands?
Yeah,
It's in
Jersey.
Meadowlands.
Yeah.
Buns.
So how do y'all run a restaurant? Because I know you guys are doing a lot. Can you guys be and oversee everything that's going on, or how
Well,
does it work?
Like I said, there's a lot of partners involved, you know. So that would be my answer to your question as well. If you can bring something to the table, you know, partner with someone who could bring something else to the table. You know,
Like maybe you have the talent, but somebody else has the finances.
exactly. Like I can't, like I'm not a good cook, you know. So we brought Vico in, and I can't reach the masses by myself like he can.
Okay.
You know, so
So
between
you're not
the
making the buns. You have somebody else.
I know how to now. I've learned, but
He
you know,
eats the
buns,
buns.
though.
He eats the
Yeah.
buns.
Eat the buns.
yeah, but we got we brought in another chef, actually the chef of Clyde Frazier's, which I think you did
Oh,
events
yeah,
there.
yeah, I like that place. That's
Yeah.
my spot.
Yeah.
There's people that own that place.
That's
That's
not
my
your
father.
dad, is it?
Yeah,
That's your
my-
dad?
Yeah, that's my father.
Now that was the chatty
had a
patty
big
that was
bet,
going
yeah.
around yesterday that he was your father,
Who?
Clyde Frazier.
Clyde Frazier is not my father.
No.
Walt Frazier.
Walt Frazier's definitely
Walt
not his
Frazier's not
father.
my father
You can tell
either.
by his skin.
That's what I said. You idiots! I knew
black.
that. I'm like, how in the hell?
You idiots.
is
I didn't say
Clyde
that.
Frazier
That's what I
his
said.
daddy?
You think that he just owns that restaurant himself?
No.
Yeah, come on.
Q was our producer. He's not here right now. He's Spanish. He was like, no, that's his father. I'm like, how the hell is Clyde
We couldn't
Frazier
figure it out. He said
Luke's
maybe
daddy?
he is adopted.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's
Nah.
adopted
Maybe
or something.
half.
Definitely not my father. Definitely not.
But I know him and his wife. They're nice.
Yeah,
people.
Patricia.
Yeah, she's always
yeah.
there.
Yeah, she's always there. She's great. The whole team
handsome.
over there is great. I actually managed over there for a year.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You worked?
I worked.
You had
You
a
had
boss.
a job?
I had a job. I had a boss, and it was
Worked
awful.
for his pops.
It was terrible.
Okay.
That's
I
what you're
worked for my
supposed to
dad.
do. That's what my dad
Yeah.
said. Hustle for your last name.
I was lucky. I had an opportunity to work for my dad, but that's what made me do this. I don't want to work for someone ever.
I think it is important though. Like if you are gonna work and be, you know, part owner of a restaurant or invest in that, to go work at one and know all the
how
ins
would you
and
gonna
outs,
learn it?
Exactly.
You know.
Well, it's better to work. You know, when we work in the restaurant, both of us. If you go there, you'll see both of us.
Right.
You know.
Very hands on.
Yeah, it's in the Meadowlands racetrack. You know, we
They did it over. That Meadowlands is dope too.
yeah. Have you been there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a dope club in there too. It's real,
Yeah,
real nice.
Victory is
They just
crazy.
gotta get it to the masses though.
Yeah.
So y'all are making enough money off chips to be able to open up buns.
Well, we have the inn at the racetrack, so they had a failing business over there, and we had an opportunity that this opened the door for a lot of opportunities, pretty
Okay.
much.
How do you
So-
two know each other?
We went to school together.
You met in like 6th grade or something.
Yeah.
So y'all been sitting around talking about stuff like that.
Somewhat.
Yeah, for about
Like
about
5
5 years now. Yeah.
And you both DJ.
Yeah. We produce music too. We're about to drop a single and our record label with Murs actually.
With Merz?
Or we're gonna drop the single with Murs, our record label together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merz
Y'all got
the
Mars
rapper
signed?
Merz?
Rapper
No,
Murs.
he's already
He's
signed.
signed,
We
yeah.
made a track with him.
Before he got
Merz
signed.
is
And it's about cookies.
Yeah,
the
it's definitely
definition of
about
hustling.
cookies. Yeah.
That's the name of the song.
So maybe we'll drop the album artwork today.
Do you have any plans of doing like a television show or anything like that?
I'm
sure that's
actually,
something-
sorry to cut you off, but I'm actually in the middle of doing one now called Growing Up Hip Hop. And we're working out a deal with some other people.
Yeah.
It only makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're
It's
working
one
on
big
it.
commercial, so why not?
Now, so the comments your father made here, he always instilled that in you from day one.
Yes, he did.
Did he let you talk or no?
I learned better. It's like, don't say anything. Just listen to what he got to say. And
That's how we handle. That's how I handle it. Like, hey, it's Dave.
I was like,
you
okay,
did the
go.
right thing. It was
He said you did the right thing.
the
You
right
believe
thing.
in what he said about people shouldn't have jobs?
He didn't say that.
Well, he said he
He
felt
said there's no
say
pride. He
that.
said there's no
and
pride
no
in
dignity
having
with people who have
jobs.
jobs.
Well, listen.
It depends for who. Like, if
Yeah.
you're not doing anything, if you're not growing, then I don't want to say there's no pride, but like, you got to, by all means, do your hustle. But like, for you guys, I would say you guys should start your own radio station. You all have, I'm pretty sure, over 100,000 followers on Instagram.
I think that we come here and we come together. This is kind of the core of allowing us to go and do things on our own.
Yeah.
It might not be us starting our own radio station per se, but we all have our own separate ventures that are our own.
And one thing that people missed that your pop said, there's nothing wrong with taking the capital that you make from another place and investing it in the other things that you own.
And
so I'm not going to just walk away from a 6-7 figure job.
Yeah, and the most important thing about being a boss is having good employees behind you. I mean, that is the most important. So there's definitely no shame in being an employee. But there's certain people that were born to be employees and born to be bosses. But you can't be a good boss if you don't have great employees, and that's the bottom line.
Did y'all get any backlash from y'all employees? Like, yo, did you hear what your father said?
No.
They actually loved it. They were like, yo, I want to be a boss now. So,
It's inspiring.
After that interview, people started like coming up, and Eddie's a chef all of a sudden, and then...
Don't that make it difficult for y'all, though? Because
No,
you gotta have
inspiring.
chiefs and Indians, though. No, I'm talking about just as far as like with the employees. You gotta have chiefs and Indians.
You know what? The shame in the world nowadays is when you're born, you're answering to your parents. Then when you go to school, you're answering to a teacher. When you go to college, you're answering to a professor. You know, you're always answering to someone. And then you're still answering to taxes and the government. And after a while, you say, okay, you know what? If I'm gonna make my own money, I don't want to answer to someone. And you're always going to be answering to your consumer and your customer.
Right.
And that's the most important thing about being a boss, that and the employees.
And I think in the early stages in your life, it's more you're learning. You know, obviously, like you go to school because you're learning from somebody who is supposed to be teaching you that particular.
You're learning, but after a while, you know, for me at least, I just can't constantly
like when I went to
listen
college,
someone.
I didn't know what I wanted to do when I got out. But when I was there, I took a lot of different courses that helped me define what it was that I was most interested in and then hone that talent.
I mean, that's why I respect what y'all doing, because it seems like y'all are focused. Y'all know what it is y'all want to do. And that's very hard to find for kids y'all age.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there's no one our age that's doing what we're doing.
That's actually what they're doing is dope. But you know what? One thing that Dame said that I agreed on is he feels that we should invest in ourselves and make sure that people put money to the side and invest in ourselves. No, I know we do. But
He's saying
but I'm saying people in general, because
gotcha.
we usually don't do that, and young people usually don't do that unless it's inherited or taught from family members. Like my parents, you know, they worked all their life. That wasn't me. I'm a little different. But like, you know, the only thing that I didn't like what he said was, you know, people get misconstrued when people go back and forth and argue. And when he said that people who work don't have dignity, people
don't have pride in their job.
And pride in their job and themselves. People really take that really harshly because they work every day. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't have a dad like Dame Dash or like yours who has money, so they gotta work to put some money to the side to save so they can create their own. So a lot of people took that a little harsh and was really upset by that. You know?
I mean, you know what? I think he's an inspiring guy.
He is.
And
I call him the best, worst life coach ever.
I mean, look, the only
he's been the best for us. So.
Yeah, the only reason we're sitting here is because of him and my father and our partner's father. Our partner Sam, he's another reason why we are able to do what we do.
That and you hit me on Instagram. It was like, hey, we selling cookies.
Nah, but that's dope. That's why mentorship is very important.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, what about you as sons of people who are successful in business? Do you ever feel like you have to teach them something? Because, you know, you are the younger generation. It's a different kind of social media. Your parents.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I'm sure you have to go back and be like, okay, you guys need to be more active doing this. You need to. What are some things you would say?
My father's 71. So
he's getting it in late.
Yeah, and he's in better shape than everyone in this room too, which is the craziest thing. But you know, he listens, you know. But you can't just say like if you're Joe Schmo and you're gonna talk to your father, why is he gonna listen to you? You know, I think after a while, you know, when you accomplish something and you do something that no one at your age can do, that they'll listen to you. You know, like I'm in a position now where I can do a lot of different things to help him and his company grow.
Right, because he probably has more of a traditional business sense from how he was, you know.
The way my dad's business is run is he just wants the customer to be happy. So the kind of things that he's done that I've seen him do, I think he's crazy. But like, there'll be people that'll be driving to a restaurant and then the restaurant will be closed. He'll pay for the gas, you know. He'll put them in a hotel for the night.
Really, that's dope.
I mean, he should just open the restaurant back up.
Yeah,
but that's the best bet because you know what? I will always go back to that restaurant.
Right.
Of course. And then you'll tell someone about it, and then that person will tell someone else about it. You know, it's like if someone,
like grassroots.
Like some guy ordered some cookies and the bag opened in the mail. You know, that's not my fault, but I just sent him 3 more bags the next day. You know, it's all about the customer.
Right.
Absolutely. Without them, there's no business.
Exactly.
Y'all got a what's it? Polar Fritos?
Pollo frito.
Pollo Fritos? What's that?
Fried chicken.
Yeah, that's coming
Oh, it's
soon.
a chicken spot.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
what
gonna
that
be
translates to in English.
Yeah, fried chicken. Yeah, it was. We thought that name through.
That really means fried chicken?
Yes.
Yeah,
chicken.
Pollo is chicken,
And
fritos is fried.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Made that in the car ride back from Buns.
Yeah. But what about pollo frito? Well, we turned to our chef, actually, Armando, and we were like, he's a chef at Clyde's, and we were like, yo, how do you say fried chicken in Spanish?
Right.
Pollo frito.
They
Okay.
actually have really good. That's why I like Clyde's, because they have really good food, and it's a sports bar, but it's like a more.
The food there is.
The food is better than you think of. Like you think of sports bar food, you don't really think the food is.
Well, when we're
But
not.
That's a
pretty
high
good there.
class sports bar.
We're not
That's
really
the average
supposed to
sports
say
bar.
sports bar.
Right.
That's not what they wanted. They wanted to be a high class restaurant. It's kind of turned into a sports bar. I mean,
But it has TVs everywhere, and
Yeah,
I think
there's
it's
like
great
50
because we all go there to
TVs.
watch.
Yeah.
Sports.
I mean, that place is huge.
yeah, it's a
I
block
bet
long.
y'all
It
get
has
a
a
lot
basketball.
of. It ain't too many guys doing what y'all do at y'all age, and y'all got the business talk down. You know what I'm saying? Like girls probably be real open over that.
Yeah, well, okay.
Young girls, these might be the guys to trap. Okay,
Don't
stop
say
going
that,
after
man.
the
Don't
ball
say that,
players and
man.
the rappers. These might be the guys to trap right here.
Oh man,
Well, we appreciate you guys for joining us.
And
Thanks
when
for
does the
having
fried
us.
chicken spot open?
that's gonna open probably in the next week or two.
Where
So right in the
Right
track.
next to Buns.
Buns is
Right next to
here.
Middle
Pollo Frito's here. There's a pizza spot next door. Hopefully, our mouth's to God's ear.
Have you guys taken any losses yet in business? Since you said you have to lose sometimes.
Not any big losses.
Yeah, I mean
It's
you.
been like a good straight to the top so far.
You want some cookies?
Yeah, but give me the chocolate ones, not the other ones.
Chocolate ones?
So these businesses must be paying for themselves tremendously at this
Yeah,
point.
I mean, we got great partners. That's really what it is. We have great partners all the way around, and we're able to come out here and talk.
You guys better throw some clubs at the Meadowlands. That's what you got to do. Throw some parties at the Meadowlands. Get people there.
We're trying.
It's such a dope spot, and a lot of people never even been there.
Yeah, Victory is. I mean, they got 6 TVs
The outside
that are
is
like the
amazing. You can
size
see
of
the
this
city. It's
room. I mean, yeah, and then you go to the rooftop. I mean, you guys should come out there. Maybe you guys should do an event out there.
I've been there a couple times. I tried to do it last year. We couldn't get it together.
So you guys are products of Dame's,
I remember that.
Dame's philosophy. So I think another thing people misconstrued, they felt like, he was saying like you could just get up off the porch tomorrow and be a boss. Like come out the womb and be a boss. But no, y'all got partners. Y'all have, I guess, financial backing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I wouldn't say that you come out the womb being a boss, but like depends on where you grow up and what people are doing around you. And like luckily we had bosses, fathers as bosses, so they out the womb pretty much we came out as bosses, because that's what my dad installed in me. Like, yo, you don't want a job, you don't want to do this. I actually worked for my dad for a month, and I hated it because
You have to call your boss daddy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then other people can act like I have to work for them, and I'm like, what is going on? I'm the only one who actually makes money outside of here DJing, and I still have to take out the trash and drive around. Forget that. I'm just gonna make things for me to do for myself, and then that's how a lot of things happen.
Did he scream on you? Like he
All the time.
All the time.
He did. One thing I want to say is my dad was not screaming when he was up here.
That was him.
You don't
That
know
was
what screaming is.
That's him that's Harlem coming out. That's him like just being masculine, and that's just him conversating with you.
That's what I told somebody yesterday. It was like it was his delivery. I'm like, yo, that's the same
Yeah, I
delivery I've
know.
been watching since backstage.
He just wants to inspire people.
Yeah.
I mean, look at him. This is a guy that's brought out the best in so many people. Kanye West, Jay-Z, Rachel Roy. I mean, in fashion, music, and now we're doing food. I mean, it's crazy what this guy's accomplished.
Yeah, he's very
It's
passionate.
crazy.
When he has problems with people, like, and he goes off, does that mean that when you see them, is it awkward? Or do you just, like,
I ride
like-
with my pops, so
That's the answer right there.
like if you see Jim Jones, is it just like you just act like you don't see him? Like, I don't know.
it'll probably just be like, yo, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Right.
Cool out a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
But you've been knowing them guys forever though. Like
Exactly.
That's like my dad's little brother. So
Yeah.
you beef with family sometimes, but it's still all love.
I even saw you post. I saw you post a pic of a Leah once. You was around it. You met her.
I was crying when she died.
Wow. How old were you?
I would say like 9, 10. Maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you definitely remember.
She was mad cool. I liked Leah a lot.
Word.
Well, it's
These
Dame
young
Boogie
entrepreneurs
Dash,
here.
Luke Pascal, these young entrepreneurs. It's the Breakfast Club, and tell them all the businesses right fast so they know.
Chips, cookies,
All for One Records.
bun sandwiches.
Pollo frito. What
What
else?
else you got?
We got dirty napkin.
Got a dirty napkin.
I don't even know what else we got. We got so many businesses.
And then, of course, producing and DJing.
Yeah, we're gonna put out the music.
How much of the businesses do y'all own?
It's all equal.
Yeah,
Well,
everyone
depends
owns
on how
equal
many
piece.
partners
Depends
we
on how many
have.
partners. Yeah,
Gotcha.
exactly. Chips, 33%.
All right.
33.3.
333.
Buns, same thing.
Buns, we got more partners. We got Sam Weinstein, Armando Cortez, Vico Ortega, and then us too.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know. And I wanted to answer your question about becoming a boss.
Gotcha.
You know, there's certain people, like my father, he's a high school dropout.
Mine too.
Yeah. and
Me too as well.
He worked.
Yeah, I got my GED.
Oh, okay.
He worked in clubs, and he's just a people person. So his partner right now, he used to let into the clubs. And one day, he bumped into him on the street, and that guy gave my dad an opportunity to become a boss. And his work ethic proved to Michael Weinstein that he could run a company. So we have people that work with us right now that we see in the future could potentially be a very important piece to the puzzle, you know? And these are people that will be bosses.
They have those leadership qualities.
Yeah, they have leadership qualities. You know, we got a guy who comes to us, you need anything? You need anything? Every single time I see him, you need anything?
That's Eddie.
That's Eddie.
Shout outs to Eddie.
Yeah, and
he's a chef now.
And he's becoming a chef, and best believe when we open a store, he'll be running a store.
Right.
And that's how you become a boss. When you got to prove yourself. You know, you can't be lazy because nowadays everyone's just lazy and
I always
everything
say
is
that
given
about
to
our
a lot of
interns. You can
kids.
tell which ones of our interns will go on to do great
Absolutely.
things
yeah, of course.
based on how they are here. Because I do feel like even when you're working somewhere, if you're not getting paid and it's an internship, you should still treat it like you are because you don't know who is watching, and you should still learn everything you possibly can.
And actually care about it. You know, if you care, you're gonna become a boss. It's just gonna happen. You know.
Yeah, we even had an intern who came up, and now we pay him, who is Marcus.
Yeah.
He was an intern for like a year, and now he did all the designs.
He
for us.
designs everything for us.
Even in that learning process, it's more about what you're learning than how much money you're making. I feel like at first.
In the beginning,
to do
yeah.
something that you love, eventually you will make money doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what happened with us.
We don't take a paycheck. You know, we just invest.
Right.
I mean, you got to prove yourself. You can't just. There's different ways. Some people have different paths. We're lucky. Our doors are kind of open already. You know, but some other people got to open the door.
Right.
But we still put in the work.
We definitely put in the work. I packaged these cookies.
that one package?
I packaged all of these.
But it's also easy to invest, like you said, when you got partners and you don't got to put up everything that you own. You know what I'm saying?
That's the other thing. We
Put up our life.
Yeah, we put up our life.
up
We
our
didn't.
time.
We didn't really put up money. You know, we were able to do a lot of things for little to no cost because our doors are open.
Right.
But if our doors weren't open, you know, I would say that we would probably be halfway to where we are today just because of our work ethic. You gotta have the work ethic.
Or
Okay.
I agree with
Well,
that.
there you have it. It's the Breakfast Club.
And tell
Good morning.
Dame he's welcome anytime.